Morning traders, Paul Duncan here with GammaEdge. Today is Friday, the 10th of June. Let's get started. So read the fine print please. Important to you, important to us. When you get done, hit the play button. Market model, as we know, we sold off into the close. When we see that sell off into the close, we expect to see a continuation. Actually, it's healthy to have that continuation. I'm very suspect of when we get reversals right out of the open, so I am not anticipating that we're going to do that. But if we do get a reversal right out of the open, be very, very suspect of that. I am looking for an intraday turnaround if it is to occur. I have no idea if we're going to see one today, but just watch this continuation of this linear down into the open. We did have, 2 days ago, we did have the confirmation of a down signal. And then when we started crossing the historical moving averages, what we call the ribbon, that did convert the ribbon into all of the MAs having a downward slope. When that occurs, and as we've tested, that is a risk-off signal, and we should be flipping our models short. So just be aware of that. The index condition across the board, the SPX, the SPY, the Qs, the IWM are all showing a massive increase in net negative gamma and a decrease in positive. So we want to pay attention to that. You can see that here for the SPX, for the SPY compared to yesterday, for the Qs compared to yesterday, and for IWM. Across the board, downside protections going in and call structure is being liquidated. Near-term expiries, the black dot signifies our close yesterday, and then I've highlighted some of the key levels. We're well below the zeros. We're in negative territory. This actually does set up, especially for a 0 DTE, this does set up the potential to reverse and shoot up. So be aware of that. Everyone needs to be aware of that. That the deeper we go in the money, the moneyness equation changes, and there will be a period that if we do stabilize and start to reverse, these people will lose delta, and as a result of that, they will want to monetize. It's the monetization event which will cause the dealers to have to cover or have to buy the underlying, and that can cause some face-ripping reversals. SPX is cash settled, not as much pressure in the SPX. The SPY, though, the Qs and the IWM do have pressure because those are equity settled. If you don't understand what we're talking about here, come and join us in the Discord, and we can talk a little bit more about this as we go forward. I think one of the key things to take away is where are we in relation to these key levels. If we're below these key levels, these are the dominant levels, the dominant put structures for the expiry. Moneyness shoots up a dramatic amount. So keep a watch on these key levels today and be aware of that we could reverse. Not saying we will, but we could reverse and see some of this get monetized. When we take a look at the gamma zeros, it's very interesting. We are now below the zeros where we've been. We were trapped in here for numerous days, and now we sold off. And you can see here that we've got basically negative GEX sitting here. This is the dominant short-term expiry for the puts here at 39.50. It moved up to take advantage of the drop. So any drop below 4,000 into the open and below 39.50, we're changing the moneyness. And these people very wise to be able to take advantage of that. I do think the 39.05, 39.10, 3900 region, because it's a Livermore number, is going to be a short term support. We could go lower, but also realize July and August, these do not have as much of an impact as, say, for instance, the shorter term expiries that are dominated here by the negative GEX, which is a short term gamma exposure. Taking a look at the 0 DTE, huge amount of negative gamma associated with today's 0 DTE. Transition area way up here at 40.75 to 40.95. I don't know if we're going to go there, but if we do go there, we could potentially rest right under 4100. Downside, you can see all the different areas for hiding. Down below the 3900 level, there isn't a lot there, and the expected range, elevated expected move today, 3870. is very, very possible. We could very easily see a push down to 3,900. We'll just have to wait and see. You can see that that 39.20 zone is an area that we'll have to pay attention to, and certainly anything below 39.70. The key takeaway here is that the 0 DTE is going to have a material impact on today. The SPX combo, a couple things to note. Again, very, very negative. These are extremely negative numbers. And although that is a snapshot in time, it does set the tone for where we are in the big picture. Taking a look here, you can see a lot of red here, a lot of red here. We've got a tremendous amount, nearly 40% of the SPX vaporizes between now and the end of the month. This number has jumped nearly 10% in one day. I do think 4,000 is going to be difficult now to get over. If we drop below, if we can stay above it into this, we could potentially push upwards of up into this area, but you can see the net negative gamma is huge. Everything here has moved far more negative. That's important. It's what we would expect. The monthly expiry has gone more negative, and the end of month expiry has gone more negative. Of course, that happens because we've been put dominated, and now the spot price has dropped. This is a huge number for today. Again, the 0 DTE is a big number. Taking a look at the structure, we are well below the transition zone. We dropped into the close. Downside 3,900, certainly in view. I think this is a big deal. When we take a look at how well are we going to be able to get to the upside, 4,200, 4,285 seems very distant. I don't see how we're going to go there anytime soon. We've had a massive drop here because in part spot prices dropped, of course, but we also have seen a liquidation of calls, and so that's dropping the entire call complex, and when that happens, typically we see money rolling into the puts. So where are we for today? The failed upside moves, downside is clearly in play. If we lose 4,000, that will be significant, and it opens the door down to 3,900 as the next support. Upside above 40.50, 40.70 maybe, is going to be really difficult for us to achieve for a number of reasons that you saw. We have this extremely large 0 DTE in the SPX. It could fuel something to the upside, but I'm not seeing that set up in the pre-market here. The market model has changed. All the ribbon moving averages have failed. We've got a negative slope on all time frames. This is bearish, and we're basically resetting the bull situation, and we're into a new bear regime. Our breadth is poor. We're below the ribbons. Wing charts are negative. Upside target 40.50. Downside is 3,900. So if we lose 3,900 in any time, it opens the door to 38, and it's very, very possible we could go there. So that's it for today. If you like today's comments, go ahead and join us here at GammaEdge.us. That'll take you to a sign-up page in the Discord. 14-day free trial, all the tools turned on. We just introduced some new visualization tools, getting some pretty good feedback from all the members. Come on in, join it, no risk to you, and would love to have you meet the teams, and we have a lot of active traders who are incorporating this into their trading. Follow us on Twitter, please, GammaEdges with an S, and then here on YouTube, if you like today's content, smash that like button, please, and then follow us so you can get notified next time we post something. So with that, I hope to see you in the Discord. Have a great weekend. We'll be posting some stuff over the weekend, and look forward to your engagement in the future. Take care.